Hi guys, what's up? Zax here. Today we are here with the penultimate episode of F1 2001 Career Mode. The next race is in Japan, that is the season finale, but here we are in the United States for the penultimate Grand Prix, and we have a bit of a jump start here. And now, I know what you're thinking, well, you shouldn't you be disqualified? But yeah, I don't know why, but there aren't like any rules in this game by the look of it. So I decided, okay, I sort of had a jump start, so what I decided to do is give up, 6th place, get down to 6th place, give up the 5 places in front of me here. I thought that was a fair sort of thing to do. I jumped the start, I probably would have led to turn 1 anyway, but I thought, it's not fair to me to just jump the start, is it? So I thought it would be best to give up a couple of places there and make a bit more of a challenge out of this race. Hopefully you guys think that's the right thing to do. Panis even gets past me here to make even more a challenge at that point of the race. But once again, like we did in, was it Monza and Hockenheim, the German Grand Prix? I've got a pretty good setup actually, I'm not going to lie. It's a really nice setup, and it means that I can, have really good speed in a straight line. Oh, look at that, John Lacey inside the points, guys. As we were trying to run side by side with him there, nearly spin it out, but luckily we don't. And just trying to get past him as quickly as possible, really, because we know, Lacey hasn't scored a single point this whole season, so him being in a battle with us is not really the best thing we want at this current time, because he's going to get involved in an accident or something, surely. He hasn't scored a single point. I mean, why would he suddenly score points? I don't know. But anyway, look at this OP setup we've got here. You know what OP means? Overpowered setup is what I mean by this. But look at this. It's just like ridiculous. I don't understand why. Every other track, it seems to be the AI are about right. But this track, the AI just seems to be very, very slow in a straight line. I don't know why, but you can see our setup is good in a straight line. But maybe once I'm trying to get down speed again, it's not so good. And I've obviously lost a bit of time there. And yeah, I went back down to 2nd place for about a lap. Got past Michael Schumacher in the slipstream and down the straight once again. I mean, I don't know why the setup's so good here, but down to turn 1, we get it a little bit wrong here, but we managed to actually slow it down alright. And as I go through the power there, I make a slight mistake of putting the power on a bit too much and letting Michael Schumacher and Ralph Schumacher back through. And John Lacey's in 4th place, guys. What is happening? I don't know how, but he's actually near the points, or sorry, he's inside the points, and he's near getting his first points of the season, is what I meant to say there. Wow, it's what a crazy race it would be. I'm lost for words. Like, how is he suddenly in the points? I don't know. He hasn't been anywhere near the points the rest of the season, and now he's in 4th place. It's not like he's like battling for 6th, 7th, 8th place. He's actually battling for a podium here, and I don't know how. Let's be honest. I just put it that way. I literally don't know how. So now we've got the Schumacher brothers in front of us here. We're trying to get past them, and we should be able to get past them pretty easily there, but a slight mistake there on my part of trying to get past Ralph Schumacher, but sort of crashing into the back of him instead. But you guys guessed it. OP setup time number 3 down the main straight. Look at this. It's about a 1.7 second gap before we started the straight, or the long curve, if you will. And look at this. 1.7 seconds, pretty much just easily made up. And nearly we got them before the start finish line there. And look at this, we're going to build that gap to about a second before we hit turn 1. Look at that. Yeah, we also sort of missed the braking point. Yeah, that's the other thing, I suppose. Anyway, we go on to lap number 4 here, or towards the end of lap number 4, and look at this, Ralph Schumacher. I've slowed it down for you guys so you can see it. Ralph Schumacher's had a big problem, and he's ended up in the wall. I don't know what happened to him there, but it's not good for him whatsoever. And now we've got almighty slipstream of Michael Schumacher and obviously the OP setup, and we nearly got past him there, but I was sort of worried where to go, but this time we get back past him once again. Looks quite easy, doesn't it, at the end of the day, and we managed to get past him and move into the win, or not the win, what am I trying to say here, move into the place where I can win, but then he gets back once again. I don't know why, but it's just turn 1 and turn 2 don't seem to be very good to me, do they? Don't seem to be able to stop the car, and everything just doesn't go to plan. But anyway, let's skip ahead to, I think, the end of the lap any second now, as we have, you guessed it, and across the start finish line we've already got ahead of Michael Schumacher as we head down to turn 1. But I bet you're thinking, okay, you've got the lead of the race, surely you're going to throw it away at turn 1, but no, this time we just about stop it in time, within the white lines. But actually, the more impressive, or not impressive, but the more interesting thing that happens really, is that Michael Schumacher retires from the race at turn 1. He has a mechanical failure, and that means Mika Häkkinen is now in second place, and he's not hanging around. Look at this. In a second now, I go a bit of a wider line here, and Häkkinen just throws it up the inside and takes the position. I'm like, cheeky. I'm like, how you do that? I don't know, but he's took the lead of the race from us, and now we've got to try our hardest to get back past him and try and win this race. I mean, we've actually got a big challenge on our hand now because Häkkinen seems to be fast, and making silly mistakes like that isn't going to help us out, especially in our championship battle for third place. And Häkkinen isn't actually in that battle, he's in second place. I think it's mathematically impossible now, even if he went on to win this race and Michael Schumacher retired from Japan. I think it's mathematically impossible for Häkkinen to win this championship here this season, so that's not good for him. But let's be honest, we sort of realised from the first like 3 or 4 rounds it was going to be a Schumacher championship, because let's be honest, he won pretty much everything at the start of the season. Managed to get past Häkkinen there and just build on that gap on the last lap of the race and win, surprisingly, the United States Grand Prix. Didn't really expect that, let's be honest. I mean, I had a good qualifying and everything, but I still didn't really expect to win the race. And yeah, you saw that right. Alesi scored a point, or not just 1 point. I think he ended up scoring 3 points. Yeah, he finished 4th place. Oh my goodness. What a time to be alive. Alesi scoring points in my career mode. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. You can see, look, I'm pointing at the mouse right at it because I'm surprised myself. So there we are. And yeah, it's not just me now that has scored points for Jordan. Thank you, Alesi. With the last couple of rounds, you've actually wanted to be a bit closer to the points, but there we are. We've got 46 points now. We're 4 points ahead of Coulthard and 5 points ahead of Ralf Schumacher. We can't catch Häkkinen or Schumacher, and that means Michael Schumacher has actually won the championship now, and we'll see the constructors in a second. But guys, thanks again for watching. I appreciate you watching. It's been Axe, I'm out of here. Goodbye.